for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections. Jaren, please tell us about what is the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education? What do you do down there?
Well, the Schliemann Center is basically like an outreach of Baxter Regional, and they focus on women's health education at all stages of their life, from childbirth to teenagers to working women, and then into the golden years.
Oh my goodness, you got the whole spectrum that's down there.
Yes.
And what's going on down at the Schliemann Center?
Well, I'm really excited. We're going to be kicking off a summer at the Schwee, which we
Summer? Is that our summer at the Schwee? Oh, okay.
Starting on Fridays, we're going to kick things off with a lady fitness class. It's a low-impact exercise class for women. It'll be from 9:30 to 10:30 on Friday mornings. We also have our very popular Safe Sitter class going on again this summer.
Those are great.
Yes.
And so beneficial to everyone.
And they're very popular. Like I said, we're already getting booked. We have 3 sessions, one in June, July, and August.
Okay.
2 of our fabulous nurses, Lacey Robb and Kimberly Foster, head up the class. And it's a medical approach to teaching kids who are going to be babysitters, ages 11 to 13.
Okay.
Teaches them how to respond in emergency situations.
Which is wonderful.
Yes.
I know that's where the Safe Sitter program came from, was unfortunately many, many years ago a child had died because the babysitter didn't know how to do CPR.
Right.
So, and that's one of the things that are taught.
Yes, they'll be teaching them, how to respond to a choking child, or if a child should get a nosebleed, what they should say if they need to call 911. Yep, just basically emergency.
And that's wonderful. To teach kids responsibility.
Right.
I mean, it's a huge responsibility to babysit, but boy, you're giving them the tools so they can safely take care of the child. That's great.
Yep. And they are 2-day classes, lunch is included, and at the end of the class, if I understand correctly, they'll have a little ceremony and they'll get a little certificate of completion, so it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. And I know the 2 nurses, wonderful nurses you mentioned, they've gone through special training to become Safe Sitter certified. Okay.
Yep.
Had to get that out there.
Yep. So we're real excited about that. June, we also have a couple other events.
Okay.
We have some of our Schliemann learning sessions. We're excited to have Megan Terry. She's the nurse practitioner from Comprehensive Women's Clinic. She'll be coming and talking about osteoporosis.
Oh, that'd be great. There's as we age, it just seems to kind of go along with it sometimes. So
she, they even pointed out that it's important, even if you're not in the golden years or aging, just like myself, it's important for us to know about, our bone health and how to prevent certain things. So we're excited about that. We've also got another learning session we're going to have about diabetes and how to know if you're at risk for diabetes. Okay. Jody Owens from the Rappel Diabetes Learning Center, she'll be coming to talk for that.
Boy, what a valuable resource Miss Jody is. That's awesome.
She's a great personality too.
Yes, she does, and her classes are really, really fun. Yeah.
And then we also have, with our lays, we're going to be celebrating with Golden Girls Day Out. It's going to be called See It, Hear It, and Do It at the Schlee.
See it, hear it, and do it.
Yes, we'll have a little tropical theme going on, but we're inviting all of our senior gals to come out. We're going to have Dr. Deborah Baker from Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, and Dr. Whitney McFall from Ozark Eye, and also Heather Martin from one of our athletic trainers. So they'll be touching on vision and hearing as well as physical fitness as we age.
That is wonderful. There's a real need for that. It's because it doesn't, I don't know, it always, as I've aged, I've always thought that you just got things, but no, they creep up on you.
Oh, yes.
Like hearing loss and that kind of thing in your eyes. So I know that's a great group of folks that can come and instruct people on what's really going on.
Yep, we're excited. Very excited. And I almost forgot to mention, we also have a Working Women in the Know. We have a full month in June.
Oh my goodness, I guess you do.
So Working Women in the Know in June is going to be at Restore by King Dermatology. They're going to be focusing on skin during menopause. We're real excited. They'll have a lovely wine and cheese.
Oh my.
As well. Yes.
Oh my. So right out.
So this is for our working women. It'll be after hours from 5:30 to 7:30. So they can stop in after work.
That's great.
That's have a little wine and cheese, relax, and get some healthy information.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. That's because if they're not menopausal, they will be, or they know someone who is. So
yes, and going through it.
So it's real. helpful if your mom's going through it or your grandmother, that kind of thing.
Definitely.
So it's really there for all ages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So you've got quite a bit going on.
We
down
do.
at
We
the
do. I'm
Schliemann
excited.
Center.
We've also got some things in the works for July and August, so
Okay.
we'll have to stay tuned for that. And stay
We'll
tuned.
have you back.
Yes.
We will have you come back.
And also online, our calendar is going live on the Baxter Regional website. So
Great.
that's a great resource information people can keep up with the goings
That's
on.
baxterregional.org. You type that in and then look around on our homepage and head for the Schliemann Center and
Yes.
find out on the calendar, the master calendar, what's going on.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, you've just brought the Schliemann Center to life, Miss Jaren.
Well, it has been kind of quiet for the past couple of weeks. So yes, I'm excited to
Yeah,
get
June's-
things going and I dug out the lays. I actually know a Hula step. I need to refresh my memory, but I thought it might be fun. Maybe we can get the gals up there doing a little hula. Never know.
That's after they've learned about osteoporosis and hips and making sure everything's okay.
Yes.
So with all the programs you've got going on.
Right.
You know, I wanted to, I guess, touch on with, Megan Terry as a advanced nurse practitioner with the Women in Comprehensive Health and Center, and she's just awesome in her presentations. That will be so
I'm
beneficial.
excited to meet her. I've heard good things about Megan Terry.
Yeah, she does a really great job. And everything that you've mentioned, are they all free?
Everything, most of our classes are free. And I forgot to mention our support groups as well. We do have support groups, but what you do need to, the Safe Sitter class is $35.
Okay.
But that includes their Safe Sitter kits that they get, a little backpack and a little workbook and whatnot. And it also includes a lunch. So there is a cost for that class.
For that one.
But
Okay.
our Golden Girls Day Out, our Schliemann learning sessions, those are free. And the Working Women in the Know is also a free. Registration, though, is required.
Okay, now how can they register?
Sure, they can register by calling the Schliemann Center,
Okay.
508-2345. They can also register online
Okay.
for some of our classes. And they can also email and, just get their name down. Because unfortunately, we can only handle a max capacity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before things get too crowded. But they can definitely just give us a call. Any one of the volunteers or myself will be happy to get their name down. Just get them signed up that way.
So once again, baxterregional.org and click on Schliemann
Yes, Schliemann
Center under the houses and get registered that way. It'll take you through step by step.
Right.
All
yes.
right. So you were going to talk about your support groups.
Yes, we do have a few support groups that meet on a monthly basis. We have our fibromyalgia support group. We also have a lactose support group for new moms, and we have a menopause support group. So
You really do cover the whole spectrum then.
yeah, we do. We try, and we actually, have some new ideas that we'd like to get started as well, depending on what there's a need for and interest. So we're always open for ideas.
So that's, if you're watching today and you've got an idea for a women's group that you think would be beneficial to the community and certainly women in general, 508-2345,
Yes.
talk to Miss Jaren
Yes, definitely.
about it. That would be wonderful. That's because it's so important for everyone to understand the community houses are just that. They're there to help the community,
Right,
to
right.
support the community in their needs, whether it's the Pites Cancer Support House, Rappel Diabetes Learning Center, the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging for aging issues, and then the Schliemann Center for Women's Health
Right.
Education. That's what they're there for. They're
For
absolutely
the
there to,
community, sure.
yeah. So they need to share those great ideas.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got the fibromyalgia.
Yes.
And when do they meet?
They meet the first Monday. They're not going to be meeting for the summer months, though. They take a little break. They'll be
Okay.
starting again in September,
Okay.
the first Monday of the month. And they had a potluck here, just I guess as their grand finale, which was really nice. But they're a great group of gals. I got to meet several of them, and they just come in for a couple hours, basically. Kathy Bauer is their moderator, host. So they're just a nice group of gals, nice and calm, and they talk and share their experiences with each other. And so that's the fibromyalgia. The lactation support group, they meet on a weekly basis. and it's a come and go, kind of like open house sort of format.
Drop in
Drop
type
in,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah, if you can.
Right,
Yeah.
because a lot of times new moms, their schedules are
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
They'd
But
like to be there, however.
yeah, exactly. There's other stuff that
Yeah.
comes up for sure. But Sandy Keating, she is our lactation educator, and she is so passionate about breastfeeding, and she's just
The benefits to
oh yes,
mother and child
yes,
both.
she's a great gal at what she does. But they meet on a weekly basis. It's from 12:30 to 2:30 on Tuesdays,
Okay.
and that is free. So
So that's a drop in. And I think it's so important for people to understand as well. We talk about them because we are so familiar with them
Right.
as the community houses, but these are actually homes that were purchased by the hospital many years ago, and they have maintained their home-like atmosphere.
Yes.
There's a kitchen, there's a living room,
Yes.
but it's so warm,
Cozy.
it's cozy, it's wonderful.
It
So-
is.
Well, we'll talk some more about that as
Okay.
soon as we take a short commercial break. We'll be back with you in just a few moments. Don't go away.